gosh. So you've now been preserved, so you're not, doing anything. God tells you not to pick up the call.
Yes.
Do you pick it up after a while?
So after a while, I went back to school, and then he called me, and he's like, you stood me up. Why didn't you call me? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So we just continued talking. Years went by, and we began to pray together a lot because I was ministering at that time in college in my church. And then he was also ministering. So when we would call each other, we would pray, literally pray. It wouldn't even be casual conversations. It would just be really prayer. And it wasn't even like lovey-dovey prayers about marriage.
It was spiritual.
It was highly spiritual.
So you all started on a spiritual note.
Too much.
Not physical.
No, too much. It was too much spiritual. Too much. So I always tell, the church members, like, have balance. Because I realized we didn't have balance. It was to the point that one day we were praying. And prophetically, I began to minister to him about his wife. And, in Ghana, my name is Akusia.
Yeah.
But I was named after
Akusia means what?
I was born on a Sunday. But I was named after my father's mother, who is born on a Thursday. So it's Yah. So all my life, everyone has known me as Yah. Yeah. So when I was ministering to him, I'm like, your wife's name is going to be Akusia, and she's going to be a healer. She operates in the prophetic, not realizing I'm talking about myself because I consider myself Yah.
Right.
So I'm talking Akusia, this and that. So he's like, are you seriously telling me that you might not be my wife? I'm like, nope. But it's good that you know who your wife is now. So when you find her name is Akusia, it's a prophet, go for it. So I remember he hung up the phone like, okay, I'll call you. And I can tell he was a little annoyed, like, why would I say that? But that's what the Lord has shown me.
Right. Not knowing that it's you.
Not realizing that it was me. So some time goes by, and he's like, I want us to go on a 21-day fast and pray concerning this, if it's the will of God, and then I'll leave you alone if it's not the will of God. We go on the 21-day fast. I tell him, you don't call me, I don't call you. So if you're fasting in regards to a man, leave it alone.
Let God.
Let God do it. Because the minute he gets intertwined and he's calling you to check up on you, your emotions go ahead of the Holy Spirit.
In fact, now that we're at this, I tell young ladies that the minute you sleep with somebody, your focus changes. You don't see what you need to see. There's so much you need to see, but it's blocked. Because now you've entangled yourself. And so you start to see, just one-sided.
One side.
And you don't see other very major things that you need to see.
Yeah. Love is blind, but marriage isn't.
It's an eye-opener.
It's an eye-opener.
Right.
And so, I told him, don't call me, I won't call you. So we didn't speak to each other for 21 days. And I was really fasting and praying because I'm like, he keeps coming around for some reason. I want to know. But I hadn't heard from God. 21 days, he called me back like, I heard from God. But I never picked up. And so day 21, maybe up until day 40, he's calling every day. And I'm not picking up my phone. And I'm off of Facebook. And I'm just like, I've muted the whole world out because that's how I am. If I want to hear from God, I'm like, I got to tune everything out.
Wow.
So he's calling. Didn't pick up about day 40. And I even blocked him. So any messages he was sending, I never got. And apparently...
You deliberately did that?
Yes. Because that's how much it's like my spirit was gelling too much with him, and I needed a confirmation from God. I did not want to go ahead of God at all. And so, about day 40 came, I didn't, and then maybe day 40 to 50, I was like, okay, I heard from God. And then I tried to call him, and he didn't pick up. And I'm like, he's not picking up. It does not pay to bluff a man at all, because they will move on.
Yeah.
So he moved on,